Variable loss factors and knowing where they are is an often overlooked area within business operations and frequently become hidden in the selling, general, and administrative line or SG&A line. I refer to these losses as variable loss factors. The SG&A line is where businesses group routine expenses. Typically, it includes salesperson salaries and commissions, advertising and promotion, travel and entertainment, back office payroll and expenses, and the like. But what the heck are variable loss factors and why are they important? Well, traditionally, variable losses are often considered too difficult to be included in the business's fixed costs, often referred to as cost of goods sold. Basically, variable losses are hard to determine because an organization considers it too difficult to go after them and pin them down, or, as some have said, these are costs that just fall through the cracks. From a security point, my experience has shown that issues like fraud, embezzlement, and theft are also treated as variable losses and end up on the SG&A line. With a handful of exceptions, business leaders do not understand the value of analyzing what fraud, embezzlement, and theft does to their business bottom line. Let me assure you, analyzing variable loss factors is not an easy undertaking, but I have found it can be the goose that lands the golden egg. The dynamics of SG&A issues within a business that involve variable losses get minimal attention. Among most executives, the attitude is SG&A is just part of the business, just the cost of doing business. I think it is well worth digging into these nasty little SG&A numbers by doing what I call a security-focused cost analysis. Security-focused cost analysis that I refer to here has nothing to do with traditional expense or capital expenditures associated with the security budget or cost center. Quite the contrary. What I am referring to is a cost analysis focused on fraud, embezzlement, theft in functional or operating parts of the business. Let me caution you to never undertake this kind of initiative until you have the trust of your business leaders in that part of the business. If you don't know the business leaders, you will never know the business. You need their support in order to have a real impact. To have this impact with your business leaders, you need to say up front, I'm here to make your job easier and your business more profitable, to assess everything and anything that may have a security nexus, and ask business leaders if they suspect something isn't right or needs a fresh set of eyes. Perhaps there are issues they don't have time to look at or don't know how to deal with. If any of the above come to your attention, there is likely a huge opportunity and dependent upon your business leaders trusting you. If you don't know the business, you will never find the losses. Even when members of the business think they know the business, they usually don't know what's going on as it goes out the back door. And if they do know what's going out the back door, they are likely not going to tell you until they get to the point where they feel they can really trust you. Often this takes months, sometimes years, but once they do, they will quickly find out you are a great asset to them and their team. One final thought before we move on to the next slide. Business leaders are going to view you as the corporate cop. You have to prove to them that if they will take just a chance and roll the dice with you a few times, that they will realize that you are on the same team with them. Sounds easy? It's not. As you go after the root causes of business losses through assessments and diagnostics, make sure that you go after the variable loss factors and shift them into fixed costs by building a business-specific security strategy with management using a cost analysis focus. Then design your security tactics around that strategy, and you will deliver superior business results. All too often, the security function is too tactically driven. The greatest tactics in any area will never achieve their potential if the tactics being used are not based on a sound strategy. That is true in business, in war, and in security. The lack of a solid security strategy focused on the business will always lack the potential of what that strategy should be delivering. That is, smart business security. Every successful business focused security programs is only limited by the level of management commitment that supports it. Success is dependent on who is the champion for security. If security has the chairman or the CEO as its champion, it will be successful. If security has the chairman, the CEO, the COO, and others at the C level as champions, that's even better. But where the rubber meets the road in today's organizations is the kind of support that you get or don't get from business unit leaders, not from the top down. Yes, without multiple leaders at the C level, it's going to be very tough to institute meaningful security changes that reflect the needs of the business. But make no mistake, the implementation of your plans must be successful within operational units. It is there that your success will either be sustained over the long term or not.